What's going on YouTube? STIPE here, and today I'm doing a video on why you should wait on buying the 2019 Ram and the new Ram model. Reason being is, well, there's quite a few reasons, but the one that I'm going to point out mostly is price. As far as the truck goes, I can't really say that the truck is bad or anything. The only thing I'm going to go over is kind of why I would stay away from a first year model or a new model when it comes out. And I'm just going to touch upon a few points, but mainly I'll be talking about the price and why it's just not worth getting into right now and it's worth waiting. So the new 19 Ram came out. Everyone loves it. It's beautiful. It's been said that it is the nicest truck right now out available on the market. I personally agree with that, and I'm not biased just because, you know, I do work at a Chrysler store. I'm saying it because it is true, and I think most people would agree with me. If you're a Ford guy or a Chevy guy right now, I think the new Ram is the nicest for sure. Prior to this Ram coming out, I would probably have said the F-150, but now I'm going to definitely go with the Ram. If we're talking about, you know, who's got the best 250 or the F-250, or sorry, the 2500 and the F-250, Ford's got the nicest truck right now. That's just beautiful. The F-250s and the F-350s are just gorgeous. I love the front end of them, just everything they did with them. But anyways, now I'm going to touch upon the new 19 Ram. First year model, usually it's worth waiting on. And reason being is, one, usually the prices are ridiculously high, and two, they're usually problematic the first year. Now, most people are going to say, well, the motor's been around for quite some time, so is the tranny and everything, most of the components. I do agree with you, but it doesn't matter. It's still fitting everything into a whole new chassis, a whole new body and everything, and you have to remember that that itself can have its problems, you know. I can't even think of things that right now, but like anything from ball joints to shocks to springs to freaking drive shafts, everything. There's so much stuff that you know, can go wrong. Bearings in certain spots. They have a whole new brake system now on these. It's completely redesigned from the trucks previous to it. So there's so many things that can just go wrong, especially those are just the little things. Actually, those are the easy things though to repair. At least electrical is huge. Usually that's what we're finding with the new cars and new models now, is usually electrical is the biggest issue, and it's just because there's more and more electronics being added to these cars nowadays. There's more sensors, there's more, you know, there's cameras now on every which angle of the car. But yeah, anyways, so what I wanted to touch upon now was after that is, yes, first year models do have problems, but as well as price. This truck here in Canada is about $84,000, close to 85, I think, but $84,000, and the truck is gorgeous. This is a Laramie Limited. This is pretty much the most expensive truck you can get, but for $84,000, there's a lot of things you can get. Now, yes, you can get a discount on this truck. However, the discount on the truck is mostly the discount that the dealership is going to give you. Chrysler itself, from the manufacturer, is not really giving a discount on these trucks, which means that you're actually not getting the full potential discount that you can get. Yes, you can get a great deal from a dealership, but you will not be getting the best deal, I should say. And I really think that you should wait, even though, yes, the dealership can give you a fantastic deal for sure, but keep in mind that Chrysler is the one still that releases the incentives, and right now there is really no incentive on this truck. So I would hold off for a bit, and holding off is probably your best bet. I would hold off for exactly a year, because exactly a year from now, most of the classic Rams will be gone, which means that now people are going to need trucks. Nobody's going to want to spend the money. Chrysler will probably release some sort of discount, because what they'll find is their trucks are too expensive. People might go to GM and Ford, and they'll lose as far as the price battle goes. And right now, Ram has been winning the price battle because obviously the 2018s were discounted heavily, and even the 2017s were discounted heavily. So now you'll see kind of a recycle happening, and you'll see it kind of happening all over again eventually. But for now, I would hold off on this truck, and I'll tell you why. For this price of a vehicle, you could get a SRT Grand Cherokee, an SRT Durango, an SRT Hellcat Challenger, or a Charge, and they're all, in my opinion, more favorable than this. Now you might go, okay, well, gas mileage and this and that. So gas mileage wise, believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of a difference. If you're just using this to daily commute, there's not a huge difference between an SRT, let's say Durango and Grand Cherokee, to this. The Hellcats are a little bit different because they don't have the 4-cylinder shutoff as the 5.7 liter Hemi and the 6.4 liter Hemi do. So that's one thing that's kind of a little bit unfortunate about the Hellcats. Yes, the Hellcats will probably be quite noticeably different on gas mileage than, let's say, the other two Hemis. But as well, for that money, what you could do, and in my opinion is your best bet, is let's say you want a nice truck, right? And now you're going, well, I want, I need the truck for work and this and that. I don't know why you would buy this truck to work with. No offense to anyone who would, but I'm just saying, I don't know why you would ever buy this truck to work with. It is not a work truck. At the end of the day, you don't buy a Laramie Limited to work. Use it as a work truck. It's got all the conveniences and stuff for someone who is needing it to be a commuter, as a family car, and all of that. That's why all of that has been put there. It's to attract that kind of buyer. It's to attract the guy who's not going to use it as a true pickup truck, someone who's probably not going to tow anything with it. You might, but 90% of the people who buy a Laramie Limited will not use it as its full potential pickup truck. So, in my opinion, if you are though one of those guys who needs to work with something, this is a perfect truck for you. You can probably get this truck for half the price of what you could get this one for. And reason being is there's just so many more incentives on this truck right here. So now, okay, yes, the truck's not as good looking. Let's be honest, it's not. But you still get 8.4 in this truck. You still get, things like navigation you can get in it. It's got leather seats, so it's got heated seats as well. It's still a very nice truck. It's still very comfortable if you need to put a family in it and everything. I mean, this has been the truck that everyone's been buying for the last, I don't know, it's been like 10 years now, this kind of style with the crew cab and everything. So in my opinion, this is still a very, very good truck for you. And I can't imagine spending double for that for this. You know what I mean? Like, you're spending double the price for that. And it makes no sense to me why you would do that. Now, guess what? You pay half price, you could probably buy another vehicle. That means for something like this, you can buy another truck, let's say, but better yet, you want something cool, because I'm guessing if you're buying this Laramie, you probably want something cool. Go with, an RT Challenger. Get a manual one. It's a whole lot of fun. It's powerful, lots of torque, sounds good. It's a fun car to have. And it would be a whole lot more fun to drive than this. I'm just being honest, it really would be. And I think you'd get way more head turners with a Challenger than you would with this truck. And on top of that, you have a good truck at home sitting in the driveway for when you need it. So that's kind of what I'm going to say as far as your options go, as far as that goes. Now, let's say you're a young guy and you need a daily commuter. You want a pickup truck because you want to be cool with your friends, this and that. You might not use it like a pickup truck, but maybe your plans are to put rims and tires, maybe lift it, things like that. This is not a good truck to do that with. Most of these trucks have air ride suspension. Now, let's say if they don't have air ride suspension, even if it's a lot of money to put into a truck that's this expensive and that's this much money. For that kind of money, you're better off buying 2500, a 2018 2500, and just putting rims and tires, lift it. You get the Cummins motor in it. It's way more reliable. You'll probably get 500,000 miles on that motor without any major headaches, and the truck should treat you very well. And in my opinion, that truck looks way cooler. It would look way cooler too if you put the rims and tires on it, but a 2500 is just way more attractive and cool if you want to be like a true truck guy. That's a beefy truck. It's a big boy. It sounds cool because it's a diesel motor. Yeah, I would way more and way rather get the diesel. It's way better on fuel, the Cummins motor, and I mean that's just my opinion personally. So it's really up to you guys. I mean, what road you would kind of take and go down, but for that kind of price, I would definitely go with like a Cummins motor, something like this. There's a 2500 right here. This is just a base 2500, right? And to me, that looks actually really neat. It's beefy, it's big. Especially if you're a truck guy, you're probably gonna want something like that if you really want to, you know, look cool with friends. And you can get a Laramie Limited 2500 for the same price of that, easily, probably even better. So I would highly recommend you do that instead of go ahead and spend all that money on this and then find out 2 years that, you know, they're discounting them $20,000 more than what you paid for it. So don't do that to yourself. Buy the 2500. I believe they're going to be coming out with no charge diesel again soon on the 2500s, so that's a great incentive to have. That's about $10,000 here in Canada. I'm not sure if they do the same in the US, but in my opinion, those are some options that you can go down and some roads that you can go down. A lot of other vehicles you can get, and that's just Chrysler product I was listing there. It's just easier for me to do Chrysler product because if you are looking at it, you might be looking at other product and stuff. Maybe I'm helping you make a better decision. I hope I am. Wait, that's my opinion. Wait on the 2019s. Best yet, if you really want that, don't buy anything right now. Wait. If you do need a vehicle though right away, try and go with one of the options I mentioned, because in my opinion they're a lot better than buying that right now and then taking a huge bath in it and finding out that, you know, there's a huge discount on it, and it just devalues your truck, and you'll get nothing for it as a trade-in if you ever wanted to trade it in, because they'll discount it crazy and you'll be like, I paid this much and now it's worth this much, and you'll be upset, because I know we have customers all the time who complain about it. I even complain about it because I've been in your shoes. I know how it is. So I hope that I can help you guys out, and that's my opinion right now on the 2019 Ram. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with more videos. Thanks.